the professions, and consciously within yourself make friends with them. Sometimes you have to sit back and wait for circumstances to bring these people around you. You wait for circumstances to bring these people close to you so that you can. No. Life has gone beyond that. A good number of times you make conscious effort to become friends with these people. You meet them at events. You exchange complimentary card. You begin to chat each other up. Begin to have discussions. Invite them for lunch. In a short while, you are friends, and you begin to converse and talk. You just keep them there as backup. Tomorrow, you are back there again. Hi, how you doing? How's work today? Wow, it's been stressful. I saw your picture on Facebook yesterday. I saw your picture on WhatsApp status. You look tired. How is work going? And all of those kinds of things. You consciously make that effort to the point where you actually become friends. God forbid, maybe you are picked up one day on the road by policemen for nothing you don't know about. Of course, the Nigerian police, well, good job they are doing, but sometimes they still have their flaws. Where people just get picked up by the roadside, they say they are raiding. That word raiding. And then you get there and they say, oh no, well, we have discovered that you're not a criminal, but somebody still have to take your bail. And then you can call up on your lawyer friend, who's not likely to charge you an arm and a leg because he's a lawyer and he's your friend. He just comes in and render the services for you. Some other you can make up for it some other way. But that's the essence of that function, that you have him as a friend. The same way you can have accountants. For small businesses particularly, I'm focusing on small businesses because bigger organizations can employ all these people and they don't need to stress themselves. For small business, for example, you have an accountant friend. He can help you with your taxes. He can help you with your returns. You can file annual returns and you can just give him something little. I'm not saying just use your friend and don't give them anything at all. Instead of paying an accountant 150, 200,000 naira to help you make filings, you can say, oh bros, you know as things are, business is not really going well. Let me give you this 20k or 30k. He'll still appreciate it as a friend and still get the job done for you. You have saved yourself about 130,000 naira, which you could have paid somebody else if you were consulting or handing it over to somebody else to do. You have a banker friend, for example, can give you tips, insights as to how to package your business, how to do your business documentation to qualify you for facilities when the banks are ready. There are situations where even banks do grants, do competitions and do grants and all those kinds of things. These kinds of friends will be able to help you with your paperwork, with your finances, because I have a banker friend. Of course, I have a friend in all of these professions I'm talking about, and at different points in time I just take him out for lunch. We talk and we laugh, and he begins to give me insight as to how things are going on in the banking system now. We talk about currency that is about to be exchanged. We talk about monetary policies from the CBN. We just talk about everything, and I try to learn and absorb as much as possible so I can know how to reposition the small business I am running by the side. I can know how to position the things I'm trying to do. I can foresee or try to look at the direction to which the economy is going and see how to prepare myself towards it. Those informations are usually very key and very important. So having such friends actually help you. Having such friends pushes you ahead. Having such friends gets you going. So keep friends. You have a friend who is a surveyor, estate agent, for example. He can call you up and say, oh, I have this distress sale coming up somewhere, and somebody wants to sell off his land. I already have an uncompleted building into it, but this particular place is supposed to be worth about 8 million, but the guy is very desperate. If you can have about 2 or 2.5 million, he's ready to let it go. You can jump on that opportunity because he's your friend. That's why he's even telling you. But you don't have such people around you, opportunities are going to scale you by, and you just of course you don't get to know what you have missed. So ignorance is bliss. So you continue with life without being bothered if you lost or you didn't lose. But you could have gained much more if you have somebody in that field. You could have gained much more if you have somebody working in the ministry. You could have gained much more under a system where they can give you insights or hints as to how things go. Every of these things are key and important. A friend brought me here, and so everything revolves around connection and communication. In the Nigerian system, yes, it's called connection. Who do you know? Who are your friends? Your uncle can be your friend, yes. I hope you know that, because you have uncles that are not friendly with you. So those who are friendly with you are your friends. I remember an uncle once took me around the city of Ibadan one time. We were going from corporate organization to corporate organization, ministry to ministry, introducing me to everybody he knew, that he's retired, but this nephew of mine can do this, can do that, can do this, can do that. And he put in a good word here and there to make everybody see what he's saying and to acknowledge or accept the fact that I could do what he's saying. But that's part of it. Some of the places he introduced me to, we had meetings afterwards, we had discussions, and some of them projects came through from them. But those things could never have come to meet me at home or in my office. It takes somebody to link you to those places. So it's important you keep such people, it's important you keep such friends, and it's important you have such arrangement. We'll be taking a short musical break, and then we'll be back to discuss the other aspect of why you need to keep friends.
We will take us down and build our land in faith to defend what is ours. Here we are as a people with one heart for one cause. We're determined to rebuild and restore. Where freedom rise and truth prevails, our land where there's hope for us all. Our land the promises she holds for us. And someday we would shine like the sun. From the north, south, east, and west. Somebody say, if you believe, join us. Say, we're the foot alone with all we have. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, say we are, yeah. We're the foot alone. I believe, and I know you do too. Yeah, 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 yeah. But Nigeria stand up, Nigeria stand up. Join me, say, yeah. What a great nation. Oh, yeah.
Sound says we are a great nation. Indeed, because the growth of the people is what equals the growth of the nation. We're still transmitting from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, the Oyo State Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan. And this is Aloore Radio, transmitting on facebook.com/Aloore Radio, Aloore rather, and on YouTube, Aloore Radio. Then the website is www.alooreradio.com, and you can also find the mobile app on your Play Store. Now we're discussing what are friends there for. I use myself as an example to start with. I might not have as much friend as some people, but I know that in the last 30 years, practically everything I've managed to do, I've been connected to friends. The very first job I got was a friend's referral, and who discussed with his boss, and they both came to meet me. And subsequent jobs are also as a result of friends. Now today, what I do, in everything I do, all have to do with friendship. Friends to get things done, friends to refer, and everything. So everything around me and around so many people that I know have to do with friends. And why do you think people join certain clubs? People join recreation clubs, they join golf clubs, they join staff clubs, they join retirees club, they join all the other clubs, Rotary, JCI, everything. Is to have friends and to have connections there. Yeah, you don't take away the fact that they want to do philanthropy too, but primarily to have people around you, to have people you can have the same vision and mindset with, and then in the course of that you can now reach out to other people and become friends to them in the sense of friendship, in the sense of philanthropy. But practically or basically, most of those organizations are there to keep people together, are there to help people come together. Now in your small corner, why do you now think you don't need friends? Why do you now think you don't need people around you? And friends have a lot of influence on you. They have. I give an example of a friend I had in my GSS classes. I think it was in GSS 2, I'm sure. And we practically got to a point where we had the same mannerism. It gets to a point you might not be able to differentiate each of us. You think we're twins. We talk alike, we act alike, we play alike, we do basically almost everything together. Now imagine if you have a friend that is a very strong influence, maybe financially sound. When I say financially sound, I'm not just mean pocket. Financially sound and financial literacy, financial knowledge, or a friend who is skilled in particular things, you're most likely to rub off on him. I got close to somebody who loved animals and who always discussed about National Geographic, and he could tell you everything about a lion, things you never thought of, how they mate, how they meet, how they do everything. And then yesterday he was discussing about elephants, and I just sat down there just absorbing everything. I suddenly realized I started falling in love with that animal documentary, and I see it clearer than I used to see it. I learned things from there, and I suddenly began to see life on a different horizon. How the entire food chain come together. Why snakes are very important for the ecosystem, in as much as we see them as danger. Why ants are very important in the ecosystem. Why worms are important. All of those things I did not used to see. I just see humans as predominantly occupying the world and nothing else. But I started seeing differently because of this one friend. So having friends around you, you could have a lawyer friend, and after a while you begin to understand certain aspect of law. You can have a banker friend, and you can gain as much knowledge of banking from him like somebody who was already working a bank, to the point where you can even apply for a bank job and you will have the experience. So friends have their use, they have their place. Keeping friends for these purposes come in handy. If you have challenges, most importantly, they will always come to your aid, they will always come to your attention. So why do people join all those things? Is because they need to have affiliations and connections to people. And why do they need to have affiliations and connections with these people? Because they need to be able to have people to fall back on. Imagine there are times you go broke financially, and I mean broke, pocket empty, bank empty. It's the friends you have around you, they are your first point of call. A lot of times, even before you begin to call family members, you call your friends first. Oh boy, if I hook here, you hook too. You have to come to my aid. Those are the essence. The day he also gets stuck, he picks up the phone and you're the first he calls. Guy, raise me something there. Those are regular things. Imagine you have nobody around you to fall back on. Even in marriages, you don't have friends. You have challenge, of course, every marriage has challenges anyway. I don't know of any that is challenge free. You have challenges. You don't even have anybody to talk to. You just develop high blood pressure there because you can't express yourself to anybody. You don't have even relations you can call up and say, let me express myself. So those things are very crucial for your mental health, even for your stability, for your mental and medical safety and stability. You need friends around you. And like I said, joining all those things, yes, you can use your worldly resources to benefit others and make friends. Of course, there are times you have people who have money and they use their money to make friends. Of course, because they appear in certain places at certain times, they attract friends to themselves. They can walk into certain organizations and attract friends to themselves as a result of them being in that environment. There are some golf clubs in this country that you pay over ₦1 million to join, and people go all out to see that they get the money to pay. They feel that when they get into that atmosphere, they're going to have links to bigger people. They're going to have links to those who matter. They're going to have links to those who dictate things. And they get in there, that's their sole purpose, because they want to be associated with these people. Those are part of the functions, those are part of the things. Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't have a negative side. Oh yes, everything has positive and negative. Some friends pull you down. Oh yes, I've seen some. But it's not a reason not to have them. It's not a reason not to have any. You only need to pick from the right circle, from the right pool, and from the right character. That's why I said at the beginning, you have to consciously choose your friends. They're not just things that they're not just people who are blown to you by the winds of events, by circumstances. No, you consciously pick the people you want to be your friends. You watch out for their mannerisms, their characteristics, their character, and everything about them. You watch out what they take as priority, what they discard, what they take as serious, and what they don't take as serious. You look at them and you said, okay, these are the kind of people I want to have as friends, and these are the kind of people I want to flow with as friends. So you consciously choose them. So you don't choose people who wake up being envious of your growth, people who wake up angry that you are developing, you are growing, you are making it, you are growing financially, you are growing physically, you are growing mentally, you are growing academically. So you don't find yourself in the midst of people who want to stay down and they want you to keep them company while they are down. And then when you begin to grow, they begin to take offense and begin to take all manner of actions against you to pull you down. Those friends exist. So it's not left to you to consciously ensure you do not fall within this circle of people. And I use the word consciously again and again. It's a deliberate, intentional act of yours. You have to look out for the people. In some situations, some people deliberately pick friends from church or mosque because they believe that for you to attend this church, you have this mannerism. For you to attend this mosque, you have this belief system. And this is the kind of belief system I want to key into. So I prefer to hold on to friends from this setting because I want people from this fair around me. That's why you see some people, most of their friends are from their mosque or their religious gathering, because they believe that these are the people that have the same value as I want to have or as I have. That way, my thinking, my reasoning, my planning is likely to align with theirs because we have the same core values. So look in the direction of the people you want to align with and choose. If you are the type that wants to kill yourself drunk, you know where to find the kind of people where you're going to find that kind of things. So settle down and choose where you want to choose your friends from. And in choosing these friends, begin to consciously work at it. That you're not just here for the fun of it. Yes, there's fun in being friends with people. There is fun in being with other people, but it doesn't end there. You have to be able to lend a hand to this friend of yours. You have to be able to help this friend of yours when the need arises. You have to be able to support this friend of yours when there's a need for it. The same way you are expecting the same thing. That's why you need to have the person or the people with the same core values. The same way when you need a shoulder to lean on for support, that friend must be also able to do that for you. That friend must also be available to do that for you. That friend must also be there to see that those things that you desire are met. It is both ways. It's dual ways. As you're helping your friend is helping you. If it becomes a completely one-sided thing, it becomes like a parasitic relationship, because there's nobody that doesn't have something to offer. You don't have money, you will have advice. You will have mindset. You will have insight to things. You will know something that you can advise your friends for. So you don't find anybody that is completely blank and has nothing to offer. Money is not the only thing. You must have people around you who you're sure that some way or the other they are knowledgeable in one way, and it's the reason why you need to choose them wisely. People who can study things, who can read up, who can grow, who can always provide knowledge depending on where you need it. So you have to be conscious within yourself of the class and the criteria of people you select. That way the relationship is mutual, the relationship is together, and the relationship flows smoothly. And that way you can achieve the aim of having friends around you. Friendship is a beautiful thing, I tell you. It's a beautiful thing. Because as humans, you need people around you. As humans, you need to have people to talk to. You need to have people to liaise with, to laugh with, to relax with, to eat your jollof rice together. That's why people organize parties. Everybody gather. It's not just for the food. A lot of time they eat their food at home, but it's a gathering. It brings everybody together, helps everybody to see each other, appreciate each other, laugh and play. People you haven't seen in a while, laugh and play. But that's how we are, social beings. So choosing friendship is key. And as we round off this discussion, who are your friends? It's a difficult question, because sitting back, you look at yourself, who are really my friends? What makes them your friend? What qualifies them to be your friend? And you as a person, what qualifies you to be somebody else's friend? And you look at the class and the clique of people you have around you as friends. Are they really the people you want to go on this journey with? Are they really the people you want to go on this haul with? Because you look at yourself in another 5-10 years, will this person still be your friend? Can this person still be around you? If I've seen people, my father had a friend that they went to secondary school together, and for a long time they kept in touch. They see each other, they still talk, they do everything together. And I'm like, how did these people get this thing done? I can't even see some of the people I went to secondary school with these days. But that's how life is today. Choose the people you want to have around you carefully. Ensure that those you choose as your friends are people you really want to be around you.
A land where there's hope for us all. We'll defend our land. We believe in this nation, and we know we'll get there. We'll
Okay, this is Business and Life, which is designed to help you improve on your business and your personal life. And we're transmitting from the GSM studio at the Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism at the Oyo State Secretariat, Agodi, Ibadan. And on Facebook is facebook.com//Aloore Radio. On YouTube is Aloore Radio, and the website is alooreradio.com, and you can download the mobile app on Play Store. Today we've been discussing what we call the topic, what are friends there for? And I hope I've been able to help you highlight or point out a few things or a few reasons why you need good friends around you. Like I said, good friends. Why you need good friends around you to help improve on your lifestyle, to help improve on your academics, to help improve on your way of life, to help improve on your business, to help improve on everything around you, to help improve on your political influence. You need friends. And so that'll be all for today. We'll be back again in sometime next week, the same time, same station, and some other topic will be discussed. And until then, look around you and make good friends, and we'll see you soon.
We're a nation